Hello and welcome to Harvard Plays. This week we are bringing you Sayonara Wild Hearts, which is this rhythm action game hybrid which is just so cool. I reviewed it for DDNet last year and I think I gave it... I would be really ashamed if I didn't give it 5 out of 5. It's just such a well-crafted game. And I'm going to be going through the first few levels, not talking too much, just showing you how it plays out, and hopefully it'll be a good journey. Alright, let's go. So let's go straight from the first level. It's called Claire Lune.
Long ago, a harmonious universe existed beyond ours, and 3 divine arcana watched over it. But one night, a cursed arcana intersected the astral highways, and along with her star-crossed allies, they stole all harmony and hid it in their vile hearts. Before the divine trio started to fade, they created a heroine from the shards of a broken heart and hoped that she would one day be strong enough to save their world. Silver rank.
Okay, so this game is broken up into levels just like that. And after each one you're going to get a rank based on how well you completed the activities. For example, last one you got silver. If you collected more of the hearts or were more accurate in getting some of the passages, you would have gotten gold. And I'm not extremely skilled at this game, so I don't think I'm going to be getting gold in every level. This isn't what this Let's Play is about. But I do want to just talk through how everything's designed and how there's all this really interesting symbolism everywhere. That's so cool. Like just before, we saw the theme of Arcana, so like the tarot cards, come out through this initial stage. And that's Queen Latifah's voice, by the way. It's just... everything about this game is just so interestingly put together. Alright, so we go through the first transition stage, which is called Heartbreak number 1. There's a lot of symbolism in the narrative of this game. Even though it's quite simple, it gives you a lot of interesting images to think about and look at. This one's a pretty simple stage. You're gonna write on this card. Where are we? We are the devil. And there's some dance music, and then you just ride through this tunnel. the simpler stages, I didn't do too great at it. There's those teleporters are where you get most of your score in that one. And these function as a pretty good transition in between some of the game's various worlds. You'll see starting from here that the style really comes together. It's just this really cool, distinctive sense of visual identity this game has. It's just the way it uses colors, light, sound, everything is just fantastic. And we get our motorbike, and away we go. That's the first rival game I'm going to be facing off against. I think it mentions what the name is, yeah, the Dancing Devils. Yeah, levels are super short, they're like 40 seconds long, for the most part. But they have very small amounts of challenges, you can always go back and get better scores. It's always about exploring kind of one visual or gameplay idea. So what this game reminds me of a lot is actually 3D Sonic games, like Sonic Adventure, that kind of stuff, where you're riding through loops, right? And you just press buttons every now and then to not die, but it's really the experience of it that's so entertaining. Alright, so we're going to our next one called Fighting Hearts. Gold. Yeah, one of the things I really appreciate is how they fuse the mechanics together. Like just then when you saw the motorcycling and the timing input fighting, it always comes together really smoothly. And again, the sense of style, it's so cool. Like kind of ballet style dancing that reminds me a bit of West Side Story, and the colors and the sensations, it really gets to you, you know? It complements the music and the soundtrack exceptionally. Right, so here I think we're approaching our first boss battle of the game, which, yes it is. It's a vocal track too, so very well put together, worth enjoying. mean, no thanks, but yeah, they are very generous with that. Yeah, I was hoping that I wouldn't have to show that, because if you mess up in a song, like you hit an obstacle or something, then it just rewinds you back a little bit and then lets you go again. And if you mess up at the same point too many times in a row, the game does like a courtesy, would you like to skip this thing? But the boss battles, right, they're these full-on 4-minute long vocal tracks, and I really wanted to get through that without making a mistake so you could see just how everything comes together, because it's just so cool. The way that the enemy attacks are synced to the music, and the way there's like all these recurring motifs, like the way the ground splits open whenever it gets to the chorus. It's, yeah. I'm sorry, this Let's Play is getting very incoherent because it's me yelling about how much I like this game. But oh, it's so good. Okay, we're gonna move on. Gonna go to Heartbreak 2, which is gonna take us to the next world, to the next set of levels. And it's gonna be a nice chill level. It's gonna be us flying through a tunnel again. This is the moon card. Same kind of beat.
Bronze rank.
Yeah, I'm not very good at the Heartbreak levels. Comes at me way too fast. Okay, but we are now into the second world. I think there's 5 worlds in this game, and I'll play 2 of them just so I'm not spoiling some of the really good stuff. But yeah, this level's called Forest Ghost. It's very shimmery. Going to the Woe Woe Woods. next game.
Bronze rank.
So this is the Howling Moons now. I really appreciate how the music of each of these stages is a very different style of electronic. So back in the first world, it was kind of very bright, kind of happy dance music. Whereas now, these songs are more ethereal, more atmospheric, reminds me a bit of like Purity Ring kind of vibe. So yeah, this game actually does take you through a massive tour of different types of electronic music, along with the narrative as well. Okay, so now we're in our second Howling Moons level called Forestel. Facing off against these guys now.
Silver rank.
Oh man, I forgot about that level. I should have given like an epilepsy warning. That was... wow, that was trippy. And I didn't hit any of the mushrooms except for the last one, so you wouldn't have been able to hear that actually that was the super mushroom sound from Mario that was referenced there. But hey, whatever, let's just keep going. This one's called Laser Love. We again switch up the game genre again to something that we haven't seen yet. Okay, so now we get some guns on our bike.
Bronze rank.
These levels are definitely a bit shorter than the ones previously. The cool thing is that once you beat the game, there's actually an option to play the whole game through as a 50 or 60 minute long LP, and it's completely seamless. So those few levels sort of look really cool. And we're just gonna head into this level now, which is one of my favorite boss battles, not in just this game, but of all time. The music and the visuals and everything is just so cool with this. Well, I guess we just have to see. Alright, let's go. Let's hope I can beat this one without messing up a single time. Wow. Feels bad. good is that? Oh my goodness, it's so cool, right? This reminds me of... I'm not actually personally a huge fan of electronic music, but I was at a concert with a few of my friends, and one of them, whenever something cool happened, like a transition or a visual or like a beat drop or whatever, they would just freak out. They'd be like, whoa, that was so cool. And I feel like that heightens the experience for me to see that someone else get really excited at the way the music developed. I didn't want to freak out while I was playing because I feel like I would have died more, but also it would have been very annoying. I definitely recommend that you, if that was interesting, check this game out. There are a few, I'm not going to spoil anything, but a few more worlds to go. A really, really good ending. It's a very satisfying ending. And once you're satisfied with it, you can go to extras and you can play the whole game unimpeded. And the experience, I would liken it to going to a electronic concert and just having an amazing time. Or if you have an album that you really like, and just sitting down and listening to it with no distractions, and letting it just affect you. It's just unparalleled. It's a short game and doesn't cost very much. It's available on Nintendo Switch and Apple Arcade. I'm not sure if it's available on PC yet, but I recommend the Switch version because the controller makes it a lot better too. You want to feel like you're playing a game with this one, and don't let the length deter you, because I have played this game all the way through something like 8 or 9 times, and I'm still not bored. It's just an experience. It's better described as that than as a set of levels and mechanics. It's just about the feeling of it all, and yeah, very few games do that to me, but this one, yeah, it's just so good. Thank you for joining. See you next week with something a bit different maybe, and yeah, please check this game out. You will not regret it. Alright, have a good week.